Hi, in this video we will create an epic huge lead like 7 Lions and Illenium in the Alchemy synth of Logic Pro X. Let's go! Okay, so here we have a little drop that I did in Logic Pro X. Let's first listen and then we will break it down and see how we can create a huge lead. Yeah, so that's the little drop part. Let's begin by creating a new instrument track, a new Alchemy instrument track. So let's go to New Software Instrument Track. Okay, so here we have the Alchemy synth. Let's go to File and Initialize Preset. So we have a blank new preset with just with the basic saw. To create huge leads, we either use a square or we use the sawtooth, because they are the most powerful waveforms. So let's go into Oscillator A, and yeah, we can make use of the saw for this sound. Now we only have one voice, so let's bump the voices stack up to maybe 8 voices. Drag down the unison slightly, because you don't want all these voices to be drifting too much in pitch. Let's also go to the global settings and make the voices mode into legato. That means you can only play one voice. And we can activate the glide, but don't make it too much, just a tad. Let's go into Oscillator A again and activate the filter. Let's see if we can find any cool filters in here. Let's use the LP12dB Gritty. Drag up a little bit of drive. Let's make the filter follow the keys on the keyboard, on the keypad. So you right click and add modulator, note property and key follow. And you need to drag the depth. This is the modulation depth. To make huge sounds, you also need to think about the attack and the release of your sound, because a huge sound doesn't have this sharp transient. That's more for pluck sounds. So let's change the AHDSR slightly here. Drag a little bit of attack. Not too much. Maybe 0.05. And increase the release to maybe 1 second. Now we have a little sound to begin with, and that's our first oscillator source. Then we can also go and activate the B and turn that one into a square wave. While we want to adjust this B oscillator, you can turn off the A oscillator. So it's easier to adjust this B one. Okay, so let's make something fun with this static sound. Maybe we can make some great pitch modulation and turn that into 12 steps. 12 semitones, so that we get an octave. And now we can adjust our M-segs like this. It sounds like some kind of gain sound now, but we will fix that. Okay, something like that. Yeah, so you can see that these volume bars, these amplitude meters, are going into the red. So what you do is you drag down the volume for each of these oscillators. Okay, so let's add some effects to this. We can add a little bit of delay. Drag down the feedback and add a low pass filter or a band pass for the delays. So the delay feedback will have a more resonating peak. You don't want these delays to cover your lead sound, you just want them to be in the background. So, and a little bit of reverb. And we can also add some distortion. Be sure to place the distortion before your delays and reverbs, because you don't want your reverbs to be distorted. Okay, so let's try that sound out with the melody we have here. Let's just hold in Alt and drag to copy this lead part. New lead. Let's hold it and hear how it sounds. You can hear that it's quite static, and to fix that we add some sidechaining. And for this track I've created this sidechaining track with it's just the ultra beat with playing this kind of shell. And then you add a compressor, like the solid bus compressor from Native Instruments. Make sure to input the sidechain, and then adjust the sidechain to taste. And now you can hear the lead sound ducking with the sidechain, and that helps to make it sound more epic too. Yeah, and the key to a big sound is that you layer your synth leads with a lot of different variations of your lead. So in this case I have this huge lead preset, which is a saw and a square, which is heavily distorted. And then we have this more vocal-like FM, frequency modulated lead, which fills different places in the frequency spectrum. Layer your leads. Yeah, and if you want to learn more about how to make your EDM drop sound bigger, I have another video where I explain the process, so you can click the card up here and it will take you to that other video. So that's a quick little tutorial on how to make huge leads in the Alchemy synth of Logic Pro X. If you're new, please subscribe, hit the like button, and if you have any questions on the Alchemy synth, please write them in the comments field here below. It helps to make this channel grow. My name is Matthias, thanks for watching today, and now you can continue and watch my next video. Thanks, and see you in the next video. Bye!
Meant for us to fly.